Here we have the current stock market update for MicroCloud Hologram Incorporated, stock ticker HOLO. Before we begin, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comments below so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily. So as we can see here, the share price movement, we're looking at the 5-minute price chart here. And as we can see here, the overall price movement has moved in the expected direction. As we can see, all of these prior chart markings and trend lines and things like that, I've left in place from the prior video. I haven't changed anything here except to add this new low, which came in at 36 cents per share roughly. So as we can see here, we are continuing to break through these important support zones, and this does suggest that negative momentum is sort of governing the stock at the moment. The downside direction is the most influential momentum direction at the moment. So, initially, as I explained before, what we were looking at was this prior spike high, which reached all the way to 76 cents per share. This was a very significant move to the top side because previously we were trading at right around 30 cents per share. So to see this is a more than doubling of the share price in a very short period of time. So, this is a very, incredible price move to the top side. However, share prices were really not able to sustain themselves at this level. As we can see here, if we sort of drill in a bit here, this prior high at 76 cents was really a spike high, and then in addition to that, you've also got a red candle as it's posting this upward movement here. So for the most part, that is a warning signal because really all near term highs like that should be a period of optimism for the stock. There should be some positive news or something like that that's generating this upward price movement. So when you start to see a red candle develop at these highs, it does suggest that more than likely that high is not going to be sustainable. So as we can see here, that projection did ultimately turn out to be true because now we've seen price lows sort of break through this support zone that was watched previously right around 42.4 cents. So at the moment the selling pressure is fairly dramatic, and then if we really move into the price chart here, we can see that the trading volume bars are almost exclusively negative. We do see some instances here of buying action, if we sort of point to these green bars here, but for the most part, these are red trading bars here, which does show that negative trading volume is sort of the most influential or the most powerful direction type of activity that's going on here. So, most of this, this really was expected. And I outlined in the prior video, I outlined these Fibonacci support zones, which would need to hold in order for the share prices to continue to move higher and to continue to post this bull run that we were seeing. But as we can see here, we've broken through both of these. So what this really means is that we've broken through the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, which would be here, and the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement, which would be this sort of light blue teal type line here. Overall, this is not a good sign because what the real projection here, the real outlook then, once all of these levels break, would be for a full retracement of this entire trending move. So in other words, it would start to look like this, and now we start to target prices that are closer to 30 cents per share. So, this was why I sort of suggested in the prior video that, the stock really was not showing the strong buying opportunity that it might seem to be trying to show. I understand that there are many other YouTubers that are on this platform that are sort of talking up this stock and I think trying to make people feel excited about this stock, even though it's not really showing up in the price chart itself. I mean, we can simply move back here on the price history and see that the downside direction here, the negative trend momentum, is the most powerful direction here at the moment. The only argument that you can really make for the top side would be that we're possibly starting to form a base somewhere, and we're starting to reverse higher. And then if that is the case, that would be a strong buying opportunity for the stock. But the problem is that we're not really seeing this happen in the price chart. We're really seeing a continuation of these prior trending movements lower, and it is starting to look at the moment like this upward price movement. All of this price action here is the anomaly. That's more the exception to the rule rather than the new trend or anything like that. I mean, if we start to see this entire trend reverse, it really becomes much more difficult to view this price rally as being valid. And you do have to start to look for, potential, targets now to the downside. So as things currently stand, now that we've broken through the 618 retracement and the 78.6% retracement, I'm not really seeing anything else on this chart, which suggests that prices are going to be able to find support near term. In addition to that, you can look at the indicator reading, which clearly shows negative momentum. One positive thing that I can say here is that you're starting to see a little bit of a bullish divergence condition on the relative strength index. So that would be this purple line down here. The yellow line would be the exponential moving average of the indicator of the relative strength index. And here we can see that prices are making new lows, and the indicator reading itself is not really confirming that low. So from a very short-term perspective, I mean, you have to remember this is the 5-minute price chart. So every candle represents a 5-minute trading period. If we were to drill down even further, perhaps to like a 1-minute price chart, I think that you could, with this in mind, with this bullish divergence in mind, I think that you could start to expect to see, a bit of an upside reversal. But I do think that this is going to be very short term in nature, because as we can see, the size of this upward trend is much smaller than the size of this downward trend. So, in other words, the downward trend is much longer term in nature and would be considered to be more powerful than this shorter term trend, which is only now starting to develop. It doesn't mean that we can't see an upward price movement here. It's possible. I mean, we could start to see a reversal here, and we could start to see a continuation here. But the real problem is the fact that there's just really nothing on this price chart. I mean, you can just sort of look around here. There's a lot of empty space. There's really nothing here. There's not a moving average support zone. There's not a historical support zone. There's not a Fibonacci support zone. You're not really seeing anything here that would be expected to catch prices and to lead to an upside reversal. And then when you pair that with the rising trading volume that are showing, trading volume numbers that are showing in the negative direction, it does start to look like this stock is likely to continue moving lower. So this is why I do suggest that people take a look at the trading room, because we have much better stocks, stocks that are much better positioned, and gains that far outperform what we're seeing on this price chart. So here's the current market update for MicroCloud Hologram Incorporated, stock ticker HOLO. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.